We are with Representative Kirsten Harris-Talley from the 37th District. So we are starting week 5. This really marks the halfway point of this short session. And I want to ask you about 3 bills in specific. The first one is the Juvenile Diversion Bill 1894, which was voted out of the House last week unanimously.
Yes, thank you so much for these questions. It's so great to connect with neighbors and give these updates on a short session when things are going so quickly. And very excited about this bill. This is an agency request from the administration of the courts that's looking at diversion options for youth. And as an abolitionist, it was really important to me to support this bill and move forward with youth who are using diversion to make remedy for the wrongs that they have done, to actually have the option of extending that diversion by 6 additional months. So moving from 6 months to a year. And we know that these opportunities and options actually save us overhead costs, but also keep youth connected to community as they're making remedy, which is a huge advantage over incarcerating young people. So really excited that we voted it off the floor, and now it is going to the other side of the rotunda for our Senate colleagues to take a look as well.
The second bill I would like to ask you about is 1881, which is in rules. I think it's good news.
It is extraordinarily good news. So the Rules Committee is the space where we make the determinations of what moves from our committee work onto our discussions and deliberations as a caucus for floor votes. So having a bill move through the financial process directly into rules is a big deal in a short session. It means less administration that has to work, and with the short time we have, that's really important. This Doulas for All bill was built in collaboration with Surge Reproductive Justice and the Doulas for All Coalition. And doulas are non-medical, but certified and professionally qualified folks to help folks who are birthing advocate for what they need during that birthing process. So in addition to your OBGYN or midwife, a doula is there to support you in your birthing experience. So a really important addition to equity in birthing rights. I'm so excited that this passed out of the Healthcare Committee. It's the first year we've introduced the bill, and the certification that's added to this bill will also allow us for the first time in Washington state history to have Medicaid coverage for doula advocates. And what that means is that for the 52% of births that happen under Medicaid now, you'll have that additional support of having someone advocate for you in that process. What we know is that means fewer medical interventions, which saves the state money as well. So it's a great bill that wraps care around our neighbors and also reduces the bottom line. So with the money we have, we can serve more of our neighbors in our state. So I'm super excited about the bipartisan vote out of committee and what it means to have this in rules and hopefully on the floor very soon for a vote.
The third bill I want to ask you about is 1896. It's a battery bill. It's about clean energy.
Yes. So Washington state, as folks know, we are on the front edge of almost every technological advancement you can imagine. Boeing's right here, Amazon, Microsoft, and others who are in this space. And of course, as our needs and mobility with electronics and technology continues, we also have had an explosion in the number of batteries that we use every day. I know for me, almost everything I use has a rechargeable battery in it now, which also means we as consumers and businesses need to know we have access points and know that these batteries will be recycled. So this bill does that. It helps create a product stewardship program along with the Department of Ecology at the state level that'll work with local governments to make sure that folks know in retail points or other reuse recycling points within your cities and counties, you can take those batteries and know that they will be disposed of properly and even better yet, recycled so that the precious materials in those batteries actually get reused, which is the best way that we can make sure that we will continue to have reusable technology moving forward. So this is a really big, comprehensive bill. We worked really closely with folks from industry and environment and folks making sure that our recycling and waste programs at the local level work well to build a really comprehensive program. So The Approps Committee means that there's a financial impact. It's going to be reviewed by colleagues to make sure that this fits in with our budget priorities for this year as it moves forward. And I'm really excited that this conversation is continuing because it's been long overdue. And for workers who've had fires or other things start from improper battery use, this means safety for all of us as well. So really excited to have this conversation moving.